How's that? That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
Well,
funny.
hopefully he don't get this dude. Well, he don't need this guy. But Davante Adams is on the loose. He's been released. Jets. I mean, y'all talking about y'all open the trade talks, and the rest of the league are like, for what? We know you have to release him unless you're gonna pay him 30 million. So they released Davante Adams. He's a free man. There's a lot of rumors going on about him and Aaron Rodgers teaming up again. But AJ, kick it off to you. What do you think is the best destination for Davante Adams?
First and foremost, if I'm Davante Adams, I'm staying far away from Aaron Rodgers at this point, bro. Bro, like at this point, now you done played with Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, right? And you saw where Aaron Rodgers was. Then you played with Aaron Rodgers this year, and you saw where Aaron Rodgers was. It's time to let that be what it's gonna be, bro. Like you don't want to attach your future now and the rest of your football career potentially to Aaron Rodgers. Go play with another quarterback. Go play with somebody else that's proven in the league. I got a few teams in mind. In no particular order, I think the Rams should be a team he's looking at. You know, I know they're getting ready to let go of Cooper Kupp some way, somehow, whether they cut him or trade him. So it's going to be a spot open there. You got Matthew Stafford. You got Kyron Williams running the ball out of the backfield. Obviously, you got Puka Nacua on the other side of the field. That's going to take some pressure off of you. And again, Matthew Stafford willing and dealing from the pocket, you know, with a head coach like Sean McVay, who's going to make sure you touch the football. And so I can see him in that situation with that team, and I can see them being a true threat in the NFC. So that's one team that comes to mind for Davante Adams. Another team that comes to mind, Green Bay. I see nothing wrong with going back to Green Bay. Now, I have my thoughts on Jordan Love, but Jordan Love has gone through the sophomore slump that I believe he was going to go through. I believe Jordan Love will be better this season. Jordan Love was also nicked up throughout the year this year, missed a couple games, backup came in, got a couple wins. But I thought Jordan Love was due for the year he just had. And they still messed around to make the playoffs. Lost in the first round in Philadelphia, but they still messed around and got into the playoffs, right? And so I look at Jordan Love. He's still a young, talented quarterback. They still have Josh Jacobs in the backfield, so defense has got a game plan for that. And they don't have a proven number one, bro. They got a bunch of guys that you can get the ball to, and a bunch of guys defenses kind of got a game plan for. It works to your advantage in certain situations where it's like, you don't know who's going to get the ball when you're going against Green Bay. You just never know because everybody's like a number one out there. But then it works to your disadvantage where you really need that first down and you don't know who to go to. I really need this third down conversion and I don't know who to go to, right? I think you need to go get a guy like Davante Adams, right? A guy that's going to get open, a guy who's going to demand the ball, a guy who's going to demand that attention at the very least. It opens the field up for your running game and vice versa. It opens the field up for Davante Adams and it opens the field up for the rest of the receivers and makes it easier on your quarterback, Jordan Love. And lastly, I said it before, bro. I know you don't agree. I know you're not feeling it, Joe. But if I am the Commanders, it's hard getting to the NFC Championship. And this NFC right now, if you look around, bro, this NFC, in my opinion, it looks sweet. I don't think the 49ers are going to be what they was. I don't know if the Rams are going to make a big-time move for Davante Adams. You know, Dallas, we just talked about Dallas. Green Bay, who knows what they do this offseason. You got Philadelphia and the Commanders. For real, you looking at the NFC. So in this window that I have right here, and you could think long game at a later date, you could go get a Davante Adams and then still draft the receiver. You could still think long game, but for the immediate, a guy that's hungry to win, a guy that is proven in this league, a guy that's a proven number one that's going to take some pressure off the rest of the offense and make it easier on Jaden Daniels, I am absolutely calling Davante Adams and seeing if he wants to come to DC, and vice versa. If I'm Davante Adams, I am absolutely calling. Now, I know this is a wild card because Jaden Daniels is young. We know he's good, but he's young. He's not as proven as maybe the other two quarterbacks I mentioned just because they've played a little bit longer. But at the end of the day, we know he can play, right? I am calling the Commanders and saying, I like what y'all got going over there. Let me come join for maybe give me a 2-year. I think Davante still can be Tay Adams for another 3 years. I really do. I think Davante can still, he's 32 right now. I think he could be Tay Adams till he's 35. And then after that, I think he's done. But make that call. Washington, y'all need another receiver. Bring me in. And I think offensively, man, y'all will be dangerous. So those are the three teams that come to mind. And wild card, I don't know their financial situation, but I'd also be thinking about Baltimore. But I'd have to double check their financial situation. but I'd be definitely thinking about how can I go play with Lamar Jackson. And at this point, money shouldn't matter too much to Davante Adams. Go somewhere where you can win. So go somewhere where the quarterback is good, where you're gonna get opportunities within the offense, and you have a true opportunity to win. So those are the three teams I'm thinking of. Wild card, Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, because he was scheduled to make $35 million, but most was not guaranteed. So releasing them, they got eight. The Jets get $8 million in dead cap, which I think means that they're paying Davante Adams.
Oh yeah,
to leave.
Yeah.
Eight. So he making $8 million. So whatever contract you give him, you can attach the $8 million to it. You add it to it. But you know what? No, I'm not mad about Davante Adams now.
I'm telling you, bro. This
I'm
Tay
mad about
Adams, Joe. This Tay Adams, bro. Come on, bro.
I'm tripping. Yeah. I'm mad when I cut this video up. The people from the last segment want to know I said this, but but here are my teams. It's a few teams I have on my list, and you might be surprised on some of them. You can't go wrong with the Chiefs. I mean, if you want to get a ring, Davante, go to the Chiefs. You know, well, not guaranteed because we have it so happened last year, but a couple of months ago. But if you want to get a ring, the Chiefs is like the way to go for real. So the Chiefs, you never playing with Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, you can't say no to that. With DeAndre Hopkins on the other side, that'd be crazy. All right. The Bengals. So this is crazy. All right. The Bengals, if they don't want to pay T. Higgins top dollars, because the Bengals are also in the window of like win now too, right? If you don't, you could be able to, you can afford Davante more than you can afford T. Higgins, because T. Higgins wants some top dollars because he thinks he's a number one type receiver. So you can trade T. Higgins if you don't want to pay him and get some capital from that while bringing in Davante Adams and signing him on a low contract, pairing him up with Jamar Chase. But last time I checked, their talks with Jamar Chase is far away. That's a guy I really want in DC. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, that would be freaking nuts. That would be
Watch out for that. That's
NFC. You got too much dip on your chip now, man. Hold on, slow down. I'm just messing with you.
We in the NFC.
That'd be crazy.
I mean, we don't threat to them. So
that would be crazy.
But so those teams, the Steelers. I like the Steelers, right? The Steelers have the ninth most cap space, so they can retool their defense and their offensive line through the draft, and they can pair them up with George Pickens. And it was a rumor that the trade went through for him to go to. No, that was Brandon Ayuk. Sorry, the Steelers were trying to get Brandon Ayuk and Davante Adams last year, so they already pursued him. So I think getting the Steelers, playing with Mike Tomlin, giving whoever the quarterback is, Russell Wilson or Davante. If it's Russell Wilson, I think that would be cool for Davante Adams. Another route runner for sure, guy who's going to beat that guy one-on-one. You have two guys like that. I like that. The Chargers. I think the Chargers would be a good fit for him too. Playing with Harbaugh, a winning coach, a team that's on the rise, on the come up, a team that's lacking receivers also. They only got McConkey for real. Quentin Johnson was garbage. I mean, fantasy users were upset about Quentin Johnson because he was dropping so many passes. But you pair him up with McConkey, who had a really good rookie season, pair him up with Davante Adams. I think that would be good for them too. And lastly, the Cowboys. The Cowboys.
Cowboys should definitely be making the call, yes.
That'll be big. You got Brandon Cooks, who I think is a free agent now. You got Tolbert, who had a okay type year last year, but he could be your third receiver. But you got CeeDee Lamb. You just restructured his contract, so you're freeing up some money to do some things. It's the Cowboys. You know what I mean? Like, you get all the notoriety, right? And I mean, I just think they get another receiver. I remember, it's funny. I was scrolling through the shorts from a long time ago, and from the NFC East panel from last year, 2 years ago, right? You was like, the Cowboys are trying to be like the Eagles. They're trying to get two number one receivers. They're trying to get this your opportunity right here, right? So to get Davante Adams, pair him up with CeeDee Lamb, I think that would be good for Dak Prescott, because Dak Prescott was at his best when he had Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb. Once Amari Cooper left, I'm not going to say that. He had his best year as far as MVP-wise with only CeeDee Lamb. But he broke the Cowboys record. Yeah. Well, Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb, he wasn't MVP, but he broke the record that year for the Cowboys passing touchdowns, I think, for the year. So, but I think the best place would be probably if you want to do something in the playoffs, probably and get his numbers, whatever. I think the Chargers would be good for real with that culture, and he would be the number one receiver going over there.
I'm gonna say this, bro. Davante Adams is 32. This gonna sound disrespectful. If I'm the Chargers, I'm absolutely making the call. If I'm the Steelers, I'm absolutely making the call. Yeah. If I'm the Dallas Cowboys, I'm absolutely making the call. If I'm Davante Adams, I ain't even picking up the phone. I ain't even picking up the phone. I'm not picking up the phone. I'm trying to win. And I'm looking at the teams that was in the playoffs. That's right. I'm looking at who's in the playoffs, who is competing right now, who got a chance to win without me, who was making noise without me, and then you drop me in, and boom, we could finish the deal. That's I'm looking at it like, not to compare it to the Eagles, but I'm looking at it like, who could I go be a Saquon Barkley for? Like what? Like that type of impact, meaning just be that cherry on top to take my team. Man, the Chargers, bro. I got to see Herbert do something worth noting in the playoffs, man. Like I'm not trying to go nowhere where I gotta. Is he gonna show up or is he not? Is he gonna give me the ball? Is he gonna I'm not with that. Steelers, y'all gotta at least let me know what y'all doing at quarterback. I don't know if y'all want to go with Fields or if y'all want to go with Russell Wilson. Y'all gonna draft a guy. Y'all ain't won no playoff games in X amount of years. Y'all think I'm finna come change that? I wouldn't be sold on that situation. In Dallas, like you said, bro. Yes, he had an all-pro season one year. Dropped off in the first round by the Green Bay Packers. He played with CD and with Amari Cooper. Dropped off in the divisional round or the first round of the playoffs. First round. He didn't play with all kind of talent from Dez Bryant at one point and Jason Witten and CD and Amari Cooper and all Zeke Elliott and Tolbert and all these guys, or Tony Pollard, all these guys dropped off in the first round, dropped off in the divisional round. I'm not going over there. Y'all, they got some bad juju over there, bro. Now again, if I'm them teams, I'm making that call. But if I'm Tay, no. Baltimore, what's up? Commanders, y'all was just in the NFC Championship last year, and y'all got potential. Let me see what y'all talking about. Rams, y'all almost knocked off the defending champions this past year. Stafford is a champion. Let me see what y'all talking about. That's where the headspace got to be if you Tay Adams. If he was a little younger, maybe you could go to one of these teams and test it out for a while. But you got about 3 years left, bro, to go win a championship. Go to a team with a quarterback that is proven to be a winner. And I hate to get that tag to Jaden so early, but he a baller. So, and I think that they gonna continue even after they get Tay. If y'all sign Tay, y'all gonna keep building after that. So I'm looking at them three situations, saying them the best situations for Tay Adams.
You know what? You talked me into it. You talked me into it. Come on, Davante. Come on, man. I know you tried to diss us last year and say that's a worst fan base, worst play, but we'll forgive you. Come on now. Come on out of Northwestern Stadium. We'll take you.
It would be crazy. That's the move up. Him or honestly him. He's the first name that came to mind. Like my guy actually broke the news. My guy Anthony broke the news. Like, man, Debo went to the Commanders. And my first thought was like, man, call me if they get Tay Adams. That was my first thought. Call me if they get Tay. Because at that point, all right, now you stretching the defense out. Quinyon, who you gonna take? You gonna take McLaurin or you gonna take Tay Adams? Because whoever you don't take, the other one probably gonna get off. We don't have Slay no more. And so we're relying on Isaiah Rodgers or Keely Ring or somebody along them lines to defend that on the outside. Are we going to move Coop to the outside? I know that's been rumored as well. Do I trust Coop against Davante Adams? No, I don't. Like, at that point, now the gears are turning. All right, bro, we got a and then you got Debo with the jet sweeps and all. I'm just saying. You muted.
And driving running back like Scatterbo, I think his name is.
Yeah.
Or Arizona, I'm sorry. Whew. Trade up and go with Ashton Junty. I don't know.
So you got my word. If y'all make the move for Davante Adams, then it's already been put on record that I think it's an amazing move for y'all. I can't then be like, Tay washed. I can't say that. I can't backtrack.
Talk me into it, man.
telling you, man. This is Tate
I
Adams,
like the
bro.
move now. I like it.
Telling you, man.
I like it. It's on me or you?
It's on me. It's on me.
Okay.
Last topic. Yeah, you got me thinking over here. Last. I just want to say that Eagles fans, I still think we have them though. You know what I'm saying? I still think we figure it out, but I gotta be honest. Right, set the record straight. And when I'm giving unbiased opinions.
We gotta fill that defense out.
That's another thing. That's another thing I was going to say today too that I kind of forgot. Y'all offense was already super efficient this past year. Yes, it could have got better, but it was already super efficient. Yeah, y'all could use another receiver. Y'all could use some offensive linemen and things of that nature. But the defense too. The defensive line, with y'all getting Marshawn, like y'all could use another corner. Like I don't know if y'all gonna re-sign Bobby Wagner. Like it's some guy. Greenlaw is available now too, though.
I know.
I don't know if you're interested in Greenlaw. Yeah, that's true. Only 27 though.
I know, and he 49 AP made the call.
Yeah. So I mean, it's gonna be very interesting free agency. But